Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind, where we can do this. Flying around in the Kurthus Western Highlands. I'm gonna go do all the quests over here. This makes sense. Kurthus, Western Highlands. We have a few things here. And then we'd go for the other area for the other bits. And some older stuff in older places. But for now, I'm just gonna do pretty much just these two. Based on the levels of some things in other areas here, there's probably going to be more out here later. But for now, we're just kind of here. Yeah, something over here, Faithful Companion. At least one other thing. And then over that way. Maybe the actual just everything here. This is going to the Sea of Clouds. We'll unwatch that for right now. It's highlighted off it completely. This one's also in the Sea of Clouds. We'll get over there eventually. We have this one and this one. Find the Chocobo and rescue the kitten that's on the roof. Brilliant. But also, we're just going to fly around to all the other places we haven't been able to get to before. Or, we probably could get to them before, we just had no reason to. This is Red Rim, where level 56 ice dragons live. Yeah. Could be potentially just higher level areas that we couldn't get to before. But this quest here is all the way up top. So this is more level 56 stuff. I'm not going to be getting into level 56 quests since we don't have level 56 anything. I wonder, down around this side, got some Yetis, ice goblins, big pile of something over here. Interesting. Unlock that bit of the map. And this adjoining area connection is right here. Down in this cave. Looks like it. Currently blocked. Looks like it. So in theory, this would eventually go to the Dravanian hinterlands. The Dravanian forelands. That's where Tailfeather is. There's gonna be a even later area here. This is the forelands. There's the Churning Mists, the hinterlands, Heidelshire, Zenith, Mogholm, Enix Trine. More places out here. That's Dravania. These three sections. Then we have Kurthus, which is these areas, and Imperium. There's Spine, which is the Sea of Clouds, and this. More places. But not here right now. Not here, not now. Okay. There's still also this edge of things here, too. We should be able to find what we're looking for up here for this quest, though. 3,000 XP for just showing up here. We're still level 56 stuff. What's down below? So, potentially we could have gotten into here. Through this cave right here. Yeah. I see another cave over there. That is another area. It's just kind of the middle bit here, where it's still level 50. Another cave over there. We got caves galore. There's another one. This is an interesting spot. We're having to find this one cave in the middle of this place. And this is where the fallen Chocobo is. Wild. Tag on the reins says Amberbeak. Upon closer inspection, it's obvious the poor bird has been brutally eviscerated. Take a feather from the fallen Chocobo. Oh no. Well, that's no good. Don't need brutal evisceration right now. No thanks. Okay. See, how would we get into this middle bit? If we even get up to most of these entrances. Not this one. Just following this lake through, well, following the frozen river into here. And then you can climb up around the sides. Except for up to here. So where does this go? Just kind of exploring here. That's alright. It goes to this chained up dead frozen dragon. Wild. That's just up here. Interesting stuff. Okay. Turn in this quest. And then we could probably just teleport back over here to Falcon's Nest. Go up to these locations off the sign. That'd work. Oh, it's just so much easier to be able to fly around. Which is hilarious, since we have, like, 2 quests left to do right now. That's alright. Did you find him? Did you find Amberbeak? Yes and no. Yellow feather fallen from a shiny battle chocobo. How can one tell the difference between a battle chocobo feather and any other chocobo feather? Practice. Yep. This feather, Amberbeak, no! He fought so valiantly with me through so many... Tell me, was it quick? Probably not. I see. Well, thank you for this feather. At least I'll always have something to remember him by. And he's off. And we get... more Phoenix down. No. I have one of those from earlier. Unable to accept Phoenix down, you can only carry one of this item. Well, I would really like to get this quest reward, so... Only can have one. Can't be used during battle. What's the amount of one who's incapacitated will instantly revive the person? Some cultures insist restorative properties trump those of down. There's been yet to be proven any sort of scientific capacity. So we can resurrect somebody not in combat. That's not even really too helpful. Discard the unique untradeable item. I'm gonna get another one for free. Weird. Super special. Not very useful. Anyways. Quest complete. Get that experience and everything. Yeah. To Falcon's Nest. That quest was possible without the ability of flying. So perhaps there is a way to get up to this cat. The ultimate reward for being able to fly around is can get to this cat. Be able to scope out if there was any other options. We need to get up to here. We weren't able to like jump up the snowbanks or anything. Up here wouldn't be enough. There's not really a way to jump around this. I think I really just might need to be able to fly. We get up even up further up top here. There's some people up here. 6 score nails, 10 score length of ash, and all this. Yeah, there's no real ways to get up here, as far as I can see. Unless we were just supposed to stay on a specific spot and the kid would jump. Anyway. We're up here now. The suspiciously coral-like kitten pounces into your arms. There you go. Hey. Do you have her? Do you have my dear kitty? Yes. It's quavering. Quite sizable for a kitten. Something tells you that this may not be your ordinary pet. There you are, you silly little thing. You have me so worried. What? You think my dear little kitty isn't really a cat? She's really a coral? Yeah, probably. Haha. You think I almost believe you for a second there. My dear little kitty isn't some man-eating monster. Just look at her. Look how cute she is. Yep. Is in fact friend-shaped. So, there you go. You now can accept the next Clash of Job quest. We've got to level 54 for saving that cat. We probably should do that then, shouldn't we? There's a new ability for 54. This one here. The one we can't use because we don't have the actual thing yet. Let's do that. Let's do that. We're heading over to Limsa for this bit. That'll work. Another thing to do here before we get out to the continuing the main quest. Let's see if this is going to loop back over to the Sea of Clouds later. Presumably. There's also just probably a ton of things out there that we can do now. Between level ups and all this. Options. So, I think it's now 3 things at level 54. 3 classes. So. The dungeon XP was pretty substantial. We could also do the delivery jobs at some point if we wanted to. If we really want to. You know. It's an option. So that's not even that. Looking for this. That is at the inn. That's near the F castle. One way or another here. Upper decks. Okay. So yeah. I'm sure the flying around there is going to be beneficial in the future. We did get a good amount of flying benefit in all the other places, so this will be good. We are still kind of coming back to some of the earlier spots still, too. See how much that continues. How much it really just focuses on the new areas. Depends what kind of thing it is. Can't fly in this town here, though. Ah. Alright. We will instead sprint. Right over here. Blood on the deck. Why not? Hey. Sai is looking for you among the drowning wench crowd. Artek, your katana has come to sit well at your hip. To explain your experience, excising evil has matured you as a samurai. I have had an eventful time in this salt-kissed city. In the course of seeking evil, I came under the suspicion of the local peacekeepers, the Mellow Packets. A serial killer has been terrorizing these parts, 'twould seem. His weapon of choice is an uncommonly sharp blade, one not unlike ours. And so I found myself confronted and questioned. Thanks to Mohosingo's testimony, however, the pall of suspicion was quickly lifted. Not only that, but we were even permitted to examine the victim's wounds. There can be no doubt they were inflicted by a katana. The killer may well be a samurai, yet a true samurai does not take life without just cause. Murder is heinous in its own right. Committed with our noble weapon compounds the crime. Such evil cannot be suffered. So, there you have it. We're going after a serial killer. I must say, I'm morbidly excited. Right, let's begin by talking to people in Hawker's Alley. Okay. Very safe. Very cool. People in Hawker's Alley. Other side. Let's take that teleport, that'll be fine too. Map. 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 Market. Okay. So we just wrap this up quickly if it's going to be more of a prolonged situation. Various things we do. Lots of people to talk to. Rude. How's it going? Killer makes Kieran dead. Makes Kieran afraid. Afraidfully afraid. Kieran shake. Shake awake all night. Brr. Concerning. Mason. Recent murders? Gruesome business, that. It seems no one's safe neither. Well, even a traitor got himself sliced up, the unlucky son. What sort of sick bastard would do a thing like that? Wild. One more at the other side here. gathering information. It's happening. The serial killings? Oh, don't get me started. All of us here have been on edge. When the victim was a regular of mine, now we gotta rest his soul and pray that the culprit's caught soon. It's not giving us much to work with here. Lots of people. Problems. What are we thinking? You guys got any more concrete, actionable intelligence? A patron, a traveler, and a quick earn. The victims do not seem to have anything in common. However, the circumstances of their deaths are strikingly similar. They all vanished in the vicinity of the docks before later turning up as corpses. The killer, it seems to me, targets those who happen to pass along the landing. It's completely random then. What a frightening thought. But now that we know this, what do we do next? We set a trap. Lure the killer out by walking around the area in question in the black of night. When he emerges from the shadows, we apprehend him. Ah, a solid plan. So who's the lucky one who gets to be the bait? What? Why me? Though the victims have not in common, it must be noted that none of them were armed. In other words, the killer preyed on the defenseless. With our katana at our hips, our Hick and I shan't make enticing bait. Conversely, were we to forego our weapons, we'd be ill-equipped to subdue the villain, and so it falls to you. Take heart, my friend. Both of us shall be close on hand, ready to pounce ere you may come to harm. Now then, let's go to the docks. Okay. The docks. It's down this way. Right down on the docks. Makes the most sense. See where they are when we get closer over there. Lots of docks here. It's a whole thing. It is, in fact, sea-based. There's multiple things down here. It is fishing. Okay. Do that at some point, maybe. It's time. Let's set the trap. In the dark of night. In the dark of night. In the somewhat dark of night. There he goes. Wandering. Ah, it's him. He's on the run. That blade. By the Kami moments ago, that scream was loud enough to wake the dead. Small wonder the villain fled with such haste. It wasn't intentional. What's done is done. Besides, our mission was not entirely without fruit. The killer's blade, it is known to me. Some while ago, a wealthy merchant of this land came to Kugane, a port in Hingachi. The man had a fetish for blades and proceeded to buy up the finest he could find. A chance to inspect the wares at one of the many swordsmiths this merchant visited, and noted a unique katana marked for delivery to a ship, the selfsame katana the killer wields. Furthermore, according to the shopkeeper, the merchant was a laughabelle. A wealthy Lalafellan merchant, you say? Well, in this area, that's Kikiriju, once entertained with a dance troupe. For all his vices, he didn't strike me as a serial-killing sort. Be that as it may, it's our sole lead for now. Where do we find this man? At his resort in Casa del Sol, most like. I'm doubtful he is the one we're after. That's at least something of a lead. I'll take that. To Casa del Sol. Teleport-wise. Alright. Ship that goes from Homestead to there. That's fine. Don't get too much use out of ships and air travel or anything. Teleports, flying when we can fly at least. Something. Okay. And who dares disturb my slumber? Oh, if it isn't the resourceful and supremely forgiving adventurer. I see you've brought company today, and of the far eastern persuasion besides, a very exotic. But come, what is it you wish of me? You have a serial killer sword guy? Truly now. Yours truly a suspect in the serial killings. Of course it is a mistake, and no mistake about it. However, I do have an inkling as to who the culprit might be. Kurumi Marlumi. He is your man. He made his fortune in trade and indulges in extreme excesses, which, coming from me, is saying something. But most relevant to your investigation is the fact that he is obsessed with all things Far Eastern and owns an extensive collection of katana. Why, just the other day at a social gathering, he was bragging on about one such weapon as though it was his firstborn. When he said that he wanted to feel what it was like to cut a man down, we all had a good chuckle, assuming he was speaking in jest. The man did always strike me as touched, but to think that he would actually go and do the deed. To kill simply to satiate his own twisted urges is no man but a fiend in a man's skin. Master Guruju, we were wrong to suspect you and humbly beg your forgiveness. Will you tell us where to find this depraved creature? On his ship where he lives. It's at anchor nearby for now, but I should warn you that he recently mentioned wanting a change of scenery. Ah, a ship? It's gonna be tough to sneak aboard. If we miss this chance, who knows when there'll be another. Oh ho! Then thank your lucky stars. But it just so happens, I have received an invitation from Kurumi Borlumi to attend a banquet aboard his, and I quote, vessel of myriad pleasures. You may have it, a small token of my remorse to you, my dear adventurer. Show it to the man's retainer at the pier, and you'll be shown to his ship. And you, showmaster, I will lend you my garb. Disguised as yours truly, none shall raise an eyebrow were you to have bodyguards in your company. And with that, I beg you success. Kurumi Borlumi is a troublesome business rival, and I shan't shed a tear at his demise. Yeah. Very good. Getting the stuff for all this. We're grateful. Without further ado then, let's assume our roles and head to the pier. Why do I have a terrible feeling about this? Okay. To the pier. Now we're here. Master Kikuruchu and company, you do us great honor. The invitation, if I may. Yep. For a banquet. Invitation to attend Kurumi's banquet aboard his vessel of myriad pleasures. There you go. All appears in order. Thank you kindly. If you would care to step aboard, we shall cast off presently. Level synced to 56, but we're 54, that's fine. It's the level the quest requires, so shouldn't be too crazy. Also, it's a class quest. Should be great. Alright. Can we at least have the party first? We're just gonna go straight into stuff. Well, it is nighttime, though. We will see. Good banquet. They got food. That is he. And here is we. Okay. Your dedication to your passion is beyond impressive, my lord. Would that we all had your fine taste. Come now, we've scarcely scratched the surface. Save some wonderment for my prized katana. Ah, Master Kikuruchu. Always a pleasure. I say, are those samurai I see beside you? A commendable first effort, my lord. They pale in comparison to my katana collection. You flaunt the blades used to cut down innocents. Twisted Fiend, your reign of terror ends here. You are not Kimoju, are you? You know, I would swear we've met. Damn right we've met. I'm the would-be prey who screamed his lungs out. Ah yes, from the other night. You see, 'tis well and good I admire a blade upon a stand, with true places in one's hand. This I discovered to my sheerest ecstasy. Law is too good for the likes of you. You shall face the self-same end you visited upon innocence. Not only do you sneak uninvited into a private gathering, you make violent threats against an upstanding citizen. It seems I have no choice but to summon the guards. Now let's step above and pray you put on a good show. I have a reputation as a host to uphold. That's something. Austrian coin. Time to work for your keep. He also has a samurai. There's no way to hold a katana. You are no true samurai. Ah, like there's a difference. Samurai is just a swordsman who fights with a katana. This champion gladiator is going to show you how it's done. You heard that, Arctic? The difference is lost on this man. We must free him from his ignorance. Hold it. I have a mind to savor this. We shall save you for last. Let's warm the deck with an opening act. For now, we enjoy the spectacle. I too shall observe. You alone are more than enough for these false shinobi. Yep. Have at him. Here's my sword's cooler too. Alright. Beat up these guys. 4-on-1. They need more men, clearly. Okay. But penetrating, finish them swiftly, my people. Do some AoE hits here. Always fun. Whee! There we go. Some sham shinobis here. Yeah, there's 7 more of them, huh? Wild. Maybe. I guess. Roll hit. Yeah, they're out of You're tough, I'll give you that. How you fare against my pets? Feeding time, my pretty. Look at this thing. Predator starts using a feed. The beast is yours, okay? Felshinobi, you may leave to me. Alright. The lumbering. Use the lumbering thing. And easily anticipate and avoid its attacks. Okay. Can we avoid its attacks? Doesn't feel very avoiding. It's more actually attacking instead of. Physical area attacks. No, my beautiful pet. Time to unleash the samurai. Alright then, I'll take some hits. Finally, the last act of this gaudy circus. Yeah. This man's the pretender who does nothing on how to hold a blade shouldn't have any trouble for you. We're getting beat up pretty bad here. Oh, we got stunned or something. Big attack! Ah. Okay. That's something different. There you go. No, it's not supposed to play out like this. The banquet is over. Come, I say, we give chase. Duty complete. We'll give chase. A cutscene or something. Okay. Chase him all the way back to land. This is as far as you go. Who are you? I am Musasai. Musasai is my pupil. Artic. We seek out the wicked and exact justice upon them. Musasai, legendary swordsman, whose tales I heard in Kugane. Small wonder my guards didn't stand a chance. But even the legends bleed. With my transcendent katana, I am more than a match for you. Yeah. Come, this blade shall drink deep of your lifeblood. Unrepentant fiend, you belong not in jail but in hell. Say your prayers to whatever kami you keep. There you go. You needn't befoul your blade with scum such as this. We have accomplished our goal of excising evil, for that I'm glad. But this outing leaves much to be desired for your training. For you see, a samurai learns best when he faces a fellow samurai of equal skill. Last, they are hard to come by in this land, and a pretender such as that whom you faced is no substitute. Whew, we did it. Pats on the back for everyone, especially me. Now what's this about you being a legend back at home? Just ancient history. Whatever I may have been in the past, now I am but, as you see me, an old man long past his prime. Hi guys. Well done, my friends. You have rid us of a depraved monster. It was a brutal end, but it was no more than you deserved. Just as well served indeed. Rest assured this mess will be cleaned up. As I say, what happens in Del Sol stays in Del Sol. We're in your debt, my lord. Problem solved. Our work here is done. One fewer evil afflicts. What's the sign? Are you alright? Worry not, I shall be fine. My endurance is not as it once was, is all. Come, my friends, let's move on to wherever the wind should blow. The wind is blowing. And the wind blows, 'twould seem, to the forest. Mozingo, pray lead on. The forest? You mean Gridania? Oh dear, or I mean, of course, right this way. Gridania. And where is he gonna be in Gridania? Right here? Pretty much go to the guild in areas, so makes sense. It's a good place to be for getting information and such. Let's check out. Okay. Gridania. We're gonna talk to them, get our new ability, and then not be able to continue the quest until level 56. That's alright. We'll have to see what the new ability is here. Give me something. Running. Okay. The Carlin Canopy. And then wait for things to load. There we go. A nation at one with the forest. Simply being here is a salve for the soul. Yet even amidst such seeming serenity, untold wickedness may lurk. Until such time as we find it, pray continue applying yourself to our art. Alright then, I'll go about making inquiries at once. Yeah. Complete. There you go. Next one. Level 56. Okay. We can get the ability. So let's kind of put on the bar here. Rush this target. There was attack potency of 100. Heat gauge costs 10. This is the heat gauge. So let's say rush in. Range 20 yards. It costs some of these points, which we'd also use for delivering attacks. I want to move around more quickly between a lot of enemies. That's got benefits. We acquired it just for getting level 54, it looks like. Yeah, sure. It's level 56. Not much. Yeah, it's fine. We will get to that when we get to that. For now, we're going to journey into the Dravanian Forelands, where we already kind of did by going to Tailfeather already. Going to go there and then backtrack a little bit. Do the main quest business. We'll get over to the Sea of Clouds eventually. For now, this is what we're doing. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more regular quests to be done out here also. In the Dravanian Forelands. Okay.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of Dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
Okay. Journey into here. We did not get that intro business the first time we came here, because we had to come with the group into here. And now we can't fly anymore. Compass. Southeast. Look at the compass there. Yeah. There's so many different things. Gunning log. Ether currents. Tomb complete. None here. None here, none here, here. Seems to be 5 pages of ether currents. That's pretty wild. Now start somewhere here. Again. There it is. Let's start here again, right here. Brilliant. We can see how many in total there's gonna be, at least. That's pretty good. We did go southeast. That checks out. Next one is southwest. Something over there. We need 4 from travel and 5 from quests. Again, the Dravanian Forelands. Okay. Well, we will get to that. We need also fight a wild chocobo. And a bunch of other stuff. Out here. With these guys. Next time. Goodbye.